This is the video that I like to call, No, you're not going to make $10,000 a week. It's a lie. It's a scam. Let's get into it.
You might hate me for saying this, but I believe life truly begins when you start making $10,000 a month.
$10,000. That's how much I made last week. Nope, I don't have a 9 to 5. I work whenever I want. Vacation whenever I want. Just headed for a run right now. Oh yeah, I'm 22 years old. I'm projected to make over $500,000 this year, and I'm gonna tell you how. It really wasn't even that hard.
I'm about to give you 3 pieces of advice if you want to make $1 million. If you don't know who I am, I'm Ariel, I'm 21, and I made over $1.3 million in the entrepreneurship industry already.
I feel extremely blessed to be able to just wake up, spend 45 minutes on the charts, make 5 figures every single day, and then be bored enough to not know what to do with the rest of my day.
We get into this video because I know there's going to be that 1 or 10 people that be like, oh my God, but I made this much money. Congratulations. Okay. The point I'm trying to get at with this video is that not everybody's going to be that lucky. And when it comes to a lot of the things that I'm talking about in this video, it does come down to luck. Whether we're talking about affiliate links, YouTube, Forex, whatever. A lot of it comes down to luck, knowing the right people, being at the right place at the right time. And a lot of these people are legitimately lying about how much money they're making. A lot of them are not making no damn $10,000 a week, $10,000 a month. And it's funny. You ever think about how is it that it's always the same exact number? It's never 9,000, 8,000, 4,000, 12,000, 16,000. It's always $10,000. I want to teach you guys to learn how to critically think, okay? Because I've had a lot of friends and family that have gotten caught up, didn't listen to me, didn't listen to other people. You know, oh, well, I saw this course. Oh my God, I should have listened to you. I just lost $3,000. And it's like, bro. And it's sad because even I've spent some money and lost some money from a lot of these scams, but I'm trying to make sure this doesn't happen anymore because at this point, it's like, it's getting to a point where it's so saturated. Everybody's a millionaire. Everybody's a 22-year-old this and a 17-year-old that. Like, I just want y'all to understand, if these people really were millionaires, right? If these people really were making as much money as they said they were, they would be in a certain type of tax bracket where they wouldn't even be on the internet talking about it. That's all I'm going to say. What up, everybody? I am the Mademoiselle, and this is my channel. And as you guys can tell by the title, as well as the intro, we're going to be talking about scams that have been rampant, especially since the panoramic. No, you can't say the P word on here. That's why I'm saying panoramic. I always have to say it because people are trying to act like I'm dumb, but I ain't, okay? But most notably in 2025, there's been so many scams that I've been seeing, and I'm just like, the fact that people are falling for this is insane to me, and I really want to make sure you guys know about it. So I haven't done an influencer illusions video in quite a long time, and you guys really seem to like that series. So I promise y'all, I'm going to pick it back up starting with this video. Now, almost every single scam that I'm going to mention in this video does have a follow-up video that is going to be made, but I wanted to roll this all into the 10K a week scam situation because every single influencer wants to tell you you're going to make $10,000 a week from doing some caca and lipa fait sens. But you know, I really want to tell y'all what's not a scam. Today's sponsor, Cooper. Now, y'all already know I like to buy stuff. It's kind of my guilty pleasure. But in my defense, I'm bipolar, and in spending is something that is part of the condition. So yes, that's how I'm going to justify it, okay? So Cooper is an online browsing extension that helps you save money by finding you the best coupon codes for your order. I really hate going online and trying to find a coupon code, and then I find a coupon code and then I input it and it doesn't work. With Cooper, you don't have these problems. Like literally, it will save you the time and the money by finding you the best code for your order. And even better, you get cash back for your favorite stores that you love to shop at. Literally, I've been using Cooper for years now, so I was so happy when they reached out to me to sponsor this video. You can get cash back and savings on hundreds of stores like Sephora, Walmart, Target, even though I know we're boycotting them right now. But you guys understand, almost every store that you can think of that you shop at has a coupon code that Cooper can give you to save money today. Even better, it takes 2 seconds to install, and every single time you do some online shopping, it will pop up with the best options for you. So if you're like me and you love a good deal without doing the extra work, click the link in my description and or pinned comment to add Cooper to your browser today. Trust me, you will thank me later, but most importantly, your wallet will thank you. With that being said, let's get into the rest of this video. So what really prompted this video for real was this new $5 letter scam.
This pen pays my rent. I write 2-line letters up to $5 a letter. 30 letters a day, that's $5 a letter. That's $4,500 a month. Yes, sis, I'm putting you on again.
Now, honestly, the gist of this is simple. You get a specific sized index card, specific sized envelopes, and you write a specific phrase on it to get money from a casino that you can then gamble with. Now, what they don't tell you about this nonsense is that you have to essentially spend money to get money. First things first, you have to write exactly what they say to write on these cards, okay? Second, these cards have to be a specific size. The envelopes have to be a specific size. And also, this is not legit cold hard cash. It's not like you're going to send in these letters and then you're going to get $5 in return. No, you're getting $5 in credits. Can I say that word on YouTube? It's the G word and it ends in ing. Okay, so we're just going to say you get $5 in Jaja credits, okay? Which then the gist is you win more than you actually got, which is why a lot of people are saying like, oh, I made so much money, I paid off my debt, whatever, I sold my booty hole and I got $5 for each letter. Like, honestly, this is ridiculous to me. And it really pisses me off that people are really not telling people exactly how this works. It's really not you getting $5 cold cash. It is not something where you're not going to be spending money to make money. And I'm gonna get into that right now. So essentially, obviously, you have to go buy these cards, you have to go get these letters, but most importantly, you have to send out these letters. Now, obviously, stamps are not that expensive, but when you round it all up, it ain't that cheap either. You're essentially spending anywhere from $2 to $3 to make $5 back in Jaja credits. Make it make sense. It doesn't make sense. You're not going to make $10,000 a month, $500 a month, $1,000 a month by doing this whatsoever. And even more interesting that I see a lot of people leave out, these things take anywhere from 2 to 6 weeks to be funded. And it's just like, don't nobody got time to wait that long for $5. But obviously the gist is, you know, you do 20, 30, 50 letters, you'll get way more in these credits. And listen, if Jaja is that thing that you really like doing, okay, if it's something where you're like, okay, like I really enjoy doing this, why not do this to get free Jaja credits? Do that and understand that's what you're going to get. Jaja credits, not cash, and you're going to be putting money up front in order to get this cash. We already know the old scam of the streets are the courses, but not in the way you think. 9 times out of 10, you've been scrolling on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, anywhere, okay, online, and have seen someone tell you, I'm going to teach you how to make $10,000 this month. You're going to make $1 million in the next couple of years if you watch this video and you do exactly what I'm going to tell you to do. By watching this course and signing up for this course, you're going to make the most money you've ever made in your life, y'all. But that's not before them telling you that there's some sort of guru and they found the secret for this and the hack to that. Because what y'all don't understand is 9 times out of 10, these people are never doing exactly what they said they do. 10 times out of 10, okay? And I can say that confidently. These people are not doing or have not been in that business long enough to be pushing these courses, okay? And it's funny because now a lot of people have been exposing these people for exactly who they are. A lot of times where you see people selling these courses, they are not legit, okay? They are not real estate agents. They are not real influencers. They are not real marketing gurus. They are not real Amazon FBA sellers.
I'm sorry, I have to talk about it. These SWC or whatever courses that these people are selling, I don't understand. My first question, if you have over 1 million followers yourself and you're selling these courses saying, oh my God, it does all these things, it taught me all these things, I love it so much. How do you know it's going to help somebody with 1,000 followers? You have 1 million followers. You're already making the money. Make that make sense. You're coming on live and you're like, oh my God, I love it. And I'm going to give you $100 back today because it's some special. It's some special. You're just deciding to do it to make people think that they're getting more than what they're getting. Like, it's driving me up a wall. Like, if it didn't help you get to 1 million followers, but you're trying to convince somebody else, oh, it's going to make you all this money, please make that make sense.
When y'all be on here buying those courses from like influencers saying they can teach you how to make $80 million in 3 days by reviewing packets of ketchup, when y'all don't make any money, why don't y'all say anything? Like, when you realize that you've gotten bamboozled, why do y'all stay quiet after that? Now, I never trusted them courses and stuff. I've always known that was a scam. But if I say it out loud, then I'm a hater and I'm tearing people's business down and, you know, crabs in the bucket and all the other stuff y'all like to say. So since y'all be out here buying them courses, when they don't work, y'all need to get up here and let the world know that the course, it was a grift. You sat up here and let the ketchup queen, the condiment countess, convince you that if you gave her $500, she could teach you how to be a multimillionaire in 12 hours? You need to speak up.
I need everyone to look at me right now, right in the eyes, okay? If you see someone selling a course or an ebook, you have to comment info. If someone is claiming to make a lot of money and saying you can do the same and they'll teach you how, say it with me, this is called a scam. Scam, scam, scam. We run from those. We don't do the scam. There are very few things, unless you need like a college degree for it, there are very few things that you can't find the free information on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram. You can look up the same information. Don't buy the course. Don't buy the course. Scam.
A lot of the times, right, these people are selling you a course because they're going to make that $10,000 a month or whatever from this $1,000, $2,000, $800 course that they're trying to sell you. The money maker is the course. Y'all, it's funny because it took me a few years to realize this. And I realized that, like, a lot of people always ask me, like, yo, you should make a YouTube course. You should make a YouTube course. Media Hustle should have a YouTube course. And the reason I won't do it is because I know it's going to be a waste of time, because a lot of people have saturated this market to the point where everyone thinks that anyone that has a course is a scammer. And unfortunately, 10 out of 10, a lot of times they are, because a tiger is not going to show their stripes if they don't have to. Most people that are making legitimate money and a lot of money are not going to tell you how to actually make that money. I will say I'm not that type of person. And if you've ever gotten a social media consultation from me, like, you would know, I literally tell you the truth. Like, I'll literally tell you, yeah, it took me years to build up to where I am now. Sometimes I want to quit every day. This is what you should do. Avoid the mistakes that I made. I'm going to tell you that. But most people are not. Most people are literally going to tell you a bunch of shit that you could find on the internet for free. At the end of the day, that's what courses are at the end of the day. None of it is really proprietary information. A lot of it is just compiled information, and basically you're paying for the person to do the research for you and put it all in a cute little course and sell it to you. And I'm not opposed to making a course. It's just the fact that I don't like the fact that people will think that I'm a scammer because I'm selling a course, because literally most of the people out there with a course are scammers. And it's sad because I don't have a problem with people making YouTube content or Instagram content like I do. And I really do want everyone to win, because YouTube's changed my life. Without YouTube, I probably wouldn't be who I am today. I wouldn't be where I am today. Like, YouTube legit pays my bills. It's my full-time job. Yeah, I teach dance. I'm a Zoom instructor and all of that. But literally with all the shit that I do with dancing, YouTube is still my highest paying revenue source at the end of the day. Okay. I would love to like find a way to sell it to people without people thinking it's a scam. But that's why now I just do events and I do consultations, because honestly, like, that's the best way that I see right now. And it's sad because, like, a lot of people really don't understand it until it's too late. A lot of people don't understand that a lot of these people are scammers until they're $1,000, $2,000, $8,000, $20,000 in a hole.
I don't know what this wave of botchery is when it comes to digital products. That is, you buy a course that is already completely put together, that you don't actually know the content, and then you're selling the content. I think I'm being judgmental, and not because it is, listen, make money, kill it, crush it. But in my mind, I'm like, that's why people feel like imposters, because you don't even know what the fuck you're selling. How can you, And I'm not saying don't use AI, don't use PLR content. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, how do you buy a package and then you don't actually know it? Let me give you an example. When you buy a Chick-fil-A, you have to work in it for a year before you can not work in it. You can't just buy it and be like, oh, I own it and hire somebody else to run it. No, you got to fucking work it because you need to know it inside and out. So any role in that Chick-fil-A, they are like, no, you know exactly what to do. Can't nobody get nothing over on you. People got questions, you have answers. So I'm just wondering, for the people that buy, this is a genuine question, for the people that are purchasing already put together stuff, are you having a hard time marketing this? And how do you handle people asking you actual questions about your product that you're selling for $200, $300, $400, $500, $600, whatever you're selling it for, $50, if you don't actually know the content? Or do you just regurgitate what the people told? I don't know. I don't even know how that works. I don't know where that came from.
Real estate scams, real estate scams, real estate scams. I don't understand, but I will say there has to be a thorough video, okay, done with the influencer to realtor scam pipeline, because a lot of influencers end up being real estate agents, but a lot of them really don't sell shit. Be clear, a realtor and a real estate agent is not the same thing. I know too many of both. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Let's talk about the difference between a realtor and a real estate agent. A realtor is a licensed real estate professional who is a member of the National Association of Realtors. They uphold a strict code of ethics and provide additional services other than buying and selling properties. On the other hand, a real estate agent is still a licensed professional able to help you buy and sell property, but they just may not necessarily be a realtor. Essentially, both terms are the same, but if you're a member of the National Association of Realtors, you do reap a little bit more benefits than just being a regular real estate agent.
Now, let me just say straight up, almost everybody I know has a realtor license. It's to the point where I'm thinking of getting one because I've moved so much. I've seen almost every property in North Jersey. I've dealt with almost every freaking realtor in whatever company, because I've been searching so much for myself as well as my parents. I've helped friends search. It's I might as well. And it's something that can help me in the long run. It's fairly cheap to get a realtor's license or whatever the case may be. That's why everybody has. But what a lot of people need to understand is a lot of real estate agents don't make shit unless they're in the luxury real estate space. There are so many that already has a lot of clients or a huge following, or has that network that's going to allow them to make those high commissions. And you put your all into it. That's a career that you're going to have to put your all into to reap the benefits. Those people that are making real estate a full-time career are never going to tell you the real secret of how they're making that much money. It's the same thing that I said with the courses. These people are never going to really tell you. They're going to sit there and they're going to charge you hundreds of thousands of dollars to come to these events, to join these courses and join these classes. And they're not going to teach you shit that you probably didn't learn in your real estate test. Okay, they're not going to teach you anything different. Okay, and a lot of these people do not do this full time because it takes so much work and energy. It's one of those things you have to put a lot of work and energy into before you start making a return. With all the people that I know in my life, right, that have realtor licenses or whatever the case may be, kid you not, maybe only 2 of them make a full-time living out of it. Everybody else just does it on the side. It's their little income that they do, here. But it's not a full-time career if you really don't have, like I said, that network. Honestly, a lot of it is about the network. Okay, that's how you get those high commissions, because again, everybody's a real estate agent and it's all about the commissions. It's a commission-based job for the most part. Unless you end up working with one of those companies, sometimes they'll pay you hourly, but a lot of times it is a commission job. It is a sales job. If you don't make any sales, you don't make any money.
Are y'all listening? Okay. For all my people who want to be a sales agent, they want to be a realtor, everything like that, just guess what? Baby, you better come in here with some money. You better come already with a job. Don't quit your job yet. Don't quit your job. Because, baby, it's you got to thug and thug. Thug and thug, baby. You thugging and thugging. You thugging and bugging. Thugging and bugging, baby. You got to pay for this. You got to pay for that. Girl, let alone gas. Oh, and don't have no electric cord. You're going to be late to all your meetings. Don't have no client that want to look at 10 houses in one day. And you got an electric cord. Baby, can I ride with you? You're going to have to ask your client, can you ride with them, baby? You going to have to... Let alone all the people who already know previous realtors. So you have to Differentiate yourself from everybody else. Why are they gonna pick you, baby? We out here fighting for. It's at war, okay? We at war.
I hope that you've stuck with it. We always advise the people who want to come on and work as part of our team to have 9 to 12 months worth of their budget for their home into savings before they switch to full-time real estate. Switching to real estate is like trying to pump a well handle that's never been used to try and get water up from the ground. If you've never done it before, it takes a long time and you have to do a lot of work and effort to have it start producing results because it's long-term results. You have to get the clients, you have to get the clients to be in the market now. You have to get the clients who are in the market now to then find a house, negotiate on the house, go through, get an offer accepted, go through inspections, negotiate after inspections, all the contract to close, all of that work and stuff like that. It takes a lot to get to a closing table, and 90 days is just not enough to cut it. You're not going to see real money until your first year in. Promise. Stay with it. Please.
3 months after I got my real estate license, I got a realtor.com lead. It was an older white couple and they were looking for a second home. They didn't know exactly what they were looking for. They just knew they wanted something about an hour and a half outside of the city to go on the weekends and relax. So my dumbass, being a new agent, was like, I can't refuse any type of business. So anytime these people would call me, I would stop everything I was doing, set up a showing, and drive them like an hour and a half out of the way every time. This pattern went on for 8 months. August rolls around. I get a call from the wife. I think she's going to say what she always says, which is, hey, Chauncey, can you set up a showing for me? But no, not this time. This time she was like, oh my gosh, Chauncey, you'll be so proud of me. I didn't even call you and we're under contract for a new house. Bitch, what? She's like, we decided that we don't want a second home after all. We want to get rid of our primary residence and we fell in love with this new construction and we signed a contract. Now, I need for you guys to understand something. As a realtor, when you pick up a new client, like a buyer client, and you are driving them all around, you are showing them houses, you are spending time setting up showings, like you're doing all of these things, that shit is for free. Like you haven't been paid. So I'm frantic. I call the builder. I'm like, hey, I have a buyer representation agreement with these people. And they're like, that's between you and them. You weren't here when they came in, so we're not paying you a commission. And I was fucking devastated. So they were just like, we're so sorry. We didn't know. But at least you get to list our house, right? Like, you're happy about that, huh? I listed the house. It was like $225,000. Mind you guys, this was like back in like 2016. So I get the house on the market. We immediately get an offer and go under contract. Title company then calls while we're under contract and they're like, we got a title issue. So what had happened is the old man was cheating on his wife when she was still alive with his new wife, who was the lady that I had been taking around to look at the houses. And the whole time he was cheating on his wife, like he had 3 kids, and the kids knew after the wife died that he was cheating with this lady because he moved her in their house after 3 months. But the mama that had died didn't have a will, so 50% of the property went to the dad and the other 50% went to the kids as the heirs. And one of the sons hated the dad and the stepmom so much, he refused to sign his ownership and his portion of the property over to the dad so the dad could sell the house free and clear. And since we were under contract and due to close, I felt really bad for the buyers because they were moving here from out of state and they literally were about to be homeless if I couldn't figure out a way to get them in this house. So my ass playing peacemaker decided to call the son, played therapist, talked to him for a week, and finally got him to agree to sign off on the heirship affidavit. So finally we were able to sign and close, and you would think that the story would end with a happy ending, but it didn't. It ended with me getting called an N-word. Because after we went to the closing table, the keys got exchanged and all of that, the title company fucked up and didn't wire my sellers their proceeds. They didn't pay anybody. The agents weren't paid. The seller wasn't paid for 3 days after closing. And because of that, the old man called me and berated me and was like, I don't care if you drove us around for 8 months. You didn't do your job. You partnered with the wrong title company and I need my money. If I see that old man, like today, it's on site. It's on site. Like that's the moral of this story. It's on site if I see Al.
Do not listen to these scammers trying to tell you you're going to make $100,000 a month based off of real estate. No, you're probably not. We already know about the digital products. Yes? No? Maybe so? Oh my God. So the whole digital product situation is so irritating because this is touchy. I sell digital products, right, for Media Hustle because I feel like it's just easy to sell. I sell video idea templates, like stuff like that. But what's funny is what they don't tell you about when they're sitting here telling you that you can make $100,000, $1 million, $10, whatever from digital products is you need an audience. If you don't have an audience to sell digital products, you're not going to sell your digital product. If you don't want to put a little time, energy, and effort into your digital product before you start selling it, that shit is going to flop. because everybody has a digital product and not all of them are good. And 9 times out of 10, the one that you're selling is probably not that good either.
Do not, and I repeat, do not start a digital products business before you watch this video. When I heard about digital products the first time, I was like, put me on. Where do I sign up? What do I need to pay? What do I need to do? Because I need to get this money. To realize that, oh, this is kind of shit. Oh, I need to do more than just buy a product and resell it.
I really wish people didn't make it seem so easy to create digital products, because one, that actually turns people off, because they're like, if it was so easy, everybody would be a millionaire. I was thinking that way one time before. But then the other thing is, it really has you going in to create digital products with these super high expectations that you're going to make $1,000 days and you don't have to do much work. No, I'm here to help you because there are many considerations that you have to take, and there are some learning curves, different platforms, different systems, the way that your mind has to now think, turning like an in-person skill or service into a digital product. And you know, you're going to need support. I'm not even going to pretend like you don't. You're going to need support.
Here's what they don't tell you about digital marketing. This is not a get rich overnight scheme. You literally have to intake all of the knowledge that you're going to gain from learning about digital marketing and implement these strategies in order to become successful. And it's all about your marketing with digital marketing. If you're looking to make money, but you're scared to promote yourself and to make the content, you're not going to make any sales.
A lot of y'all are not using your discernment and not realizing that a lot of these people, they are just salespeople. And before you come into my comments, you're like, duh, it's obvious they're trying to make a sale. No. What I'm saying is that the digital product that they're saying that they're selling, especially the ones who like show no proof, they're just like, yeah, I made $10,000 last month. I made $10,000 this morning. The digital product is you. They're banking on the fact that, number one, a lot of people are lazy. A lot of people don't want to look up information for themselves, so they want the easy way out or the easy way to success, which of course, work smarter, not harder. Then they tell you, hey, buy my guide in my bio. They might give you a little bit of free information, but they're going to send you over to a guide that you have to purchase in the bio. I have seen digital product sale for beginners. Somebody's guide was as high as like $500. Baby, you are the $10,000 that they made last month. You are the $10,000 that they made this morning. And I'm not knocking anybody's hustle. What I am saying is that some of y'all can't see a SCAM for what it is. Some of these people are literally just scammers.
I had to tweak my digital product sales at least 2 to 3 times before I got them just right. Okay. And I will say, like, that whole idea of selling digital products is real. Okay. You really can make a lot of money from selling digital products. But what people are not understanding is there's a formula to it, right? You, one, have to have the audience. You, two, have to have that niche, but you also have to be an expert in that niche for people to actually buy the digital product from you. And then 3, a lot of times you also have to spend a fuck ton of time marketing this. If you do not market your digital product, you are not going to get a return on that investment. It's the same thing with courses. A lot of that time and the money is going to go straight into marketing that digital product, or else it's not going to go anywhere. I promise. And I know this because I'm someone with a following, and literally me having a following is not enough. If I spend time, which right now that's what I'm doing, if I spend time like not promoting and not marketing, it just doesn't sell. My shit only sells when I sit there and market it all day. Marketing is a very big thing when it comes to selling these online products and courses or whatever. No marketing, no profit. Child, the biggest scam I see pushed to us every single day is the Amazon FBA. Now, I should have talked about this a long time ago. I don't know why I didn't, but this one also really does deserve its full own dedicated video, because I'd love to see how they're going to manage, okay, with these tariffs. Because with these tariffs at this point, Amazon FBA is done for a lot of people, because a lot of people are not going to have enough money to sustain it. So if you guys don't know what Amazon FBA is, essentially you sell it, Amazon ships it. Okay, that's the best way to explain it. As a seller of a product, you would ship these products over to Amazon's warehouse, and they would essentially do all the shipping and handling and customer service for it.
How to ship products with Amazon FBA in 90 seconds. Scan the product's barcode, grab the ASIN number, enter it on Amazon Seller Central, and search. Make sure it's the right product and confirm. Enter price, new condition, check fulfilled by Amazon, save and finish. Check it's okay and click list as FBA. Go to prep and label details, select no prep required unless advised otherwise, save, repeat for the other products and print all SKU labels. They should look like this. Make sure you label the products correctly over the barcode. Do this for all items in the shipment and put them in their boxes. Go to pack individual units. I use 2 boxes, so I check multiple boxes. Enter how many you used and open the web form. Specify how many units of each item are in each box, the box dimensions, and weight, and confirm. Moving on to shipping, press confirm. Enter the shipping date. Make sure to check UPS as they're partnered with Amazon. Click agree and confirm shipping. Select your printing method for the shipping labels that look like this. There should be 2 for each box, so go ahead and tape them on. View tracking details, grab your tracking ID, go to UPS's website, enter the shipment's tracking ID, fill in your information, amount of packages, total weight, check UPS standard, enter collection date and time periods and any preferences you may have. Hand over your boxes.
Now, a lot of people love this because it's hands-off fulfillment. You get that Prime badge, okay, which obviously is super important for a business because why do any of us shop on Amazon? It comes in a day, sometimes the same day, 2 days at most. And it gives you the opportunity to scale because if Amazon is out here shipping your product, then yeah, you can focus on other things. But this is the thing, right? When a lot of these people sit here and they promote Amazon FBA, blah, 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 make thousands of dollars, be a millionaire, generational wealth. Oh my God, they love saying generational wealth. It pisses me off.
Guys, FBA is not easy. Selling products on Amazon takes time. If I'm being completely honest, if you're trying to do FBA, you're probably going to fail. You need to have a proper game plan. If you're looking at YouTube videos and people on TikTok and you're trying to piece everything together, you're going to go and launch something, you're going to resell products or even build your own brand, and it's going to fail. Working with someone like me doesn't even guarantee you success either, but it will lower the risk significantly. The one thing I recommend is don't build a brand, definitely resell products on Amazon to get a feel for it. You're buying from suppliers within your own country, selling it in that country, your lead time is a couple weeks. Your money's in the market and out because you can even sell it quickly. People are already searching for this stuff. Dove, Tide, Head & Shoulders, big names like that. And then 12 months down the line, when you have experience with Amazon and you've made some money, sure, go build a brand, step by step. Strategically.
I lost over $6,000 my first time selling on Amazon. Now we work with brands that are doing all the way up to $100,000 a month. Here's what you need to do to avoid the same mistakes I made when I first started. So one of the biggest mistakes people make is they don't understand how strict of a platform Amazon is. There are certain products and categories that are restricted on Amazon. There's also categories that are gated. This just means you need approval by Amazon to sell those. So the first product I sold was a money gun. There were hundreds of other people selling it, so I assumed I could also sell it. What you begin to realize is Amazon favors those who are making the money. So if you come in as a new seller selling something that's against their terms of service, the chances of you being able to do that are slim. I already purchased my inventory before listing the product on Amazon. So every time you have a product idea in mind, always list it on Amazon first. That way you can see if it gets approved before putting in your order for inventory. A couple of popular categories that are gated are toys and games as well as beauty and personal care. You have to be careful with some products too, such as baby, because certain products within that will be gated. That's why you always want to make sure you create a mock-up listing before ordering inventory.
They forget, okay, you still have to create the product, you still have to source the product, you still have to pack and ship the product to Amazon, and you have to pay those beautiful Amazon FBA fees. Of course, Amazon has the ability to suspend your listing or withhold your income for whatever reason they want. Policy violations literally have been destroying businesses, especially in the past couple of years. I will say, if you're going to have a product or a service, it's better to host it on your own personal website or at least on something that has like very minimal fees, because like places like Amazon, eBay or whatever, like they're at liberty to do whatever it is that they want with your product or your listing. And that can literally have serious ramifications for your business. Obviously, people have been extremely successful with these things, but you also need to be cautious because a lot of people that are successful with these things have put in that work to make sure that a lot of these pitfalls don't happen. They have the staff, etc., etc. So be careful, because a lot of times these courses and digital products or whatever to help you be an FBA star are bullshit. Okay, they're not going to help you with anything. Now, if you haven't noticed already, the scam is not necessarily the business idea itself. The scam is the fact that A, you have to put in a lot of work and they're not telling you. B, a lot of these people have failed or are not doing exactly what they said they do and they're not telling you. C, or 3, was I doing numbers or letters? You get the point, okay? A lot of these people literally don't know fuck shit squat about what they're talking about, and they just AI generate talking points and then regurgitate them to you just to get you to click on an affiliate link or a code or whatever the case may be. And that brings me to my next one. Subscription-based content.
No, because having an OnlyFriends account is the best decision I've ever made. I made thousands of dollars today, literally just sending one video this morning.
Of course, me as an influencer, I make money from subscription-based content, which is my Patreon as well as my memberships, right? It is the easiest way to get direct money. Obviously, right? With OF and Patreon and a lot of these sites, you have to have a following, again, to make this money. But for a lot of people, okay, especially these little gurus and shit, they love to say, you know, just sell feet pics, right? Just, you know, sell really pretty pictures and people will buy them. And I just be so confused. Like,
let's talk about the 5 first steps to get you started on OnlyFans. When I first started, Twitter was the easiest way to kind of get your foot in the door, but things have changed since then. You can't just jump on the platform and make a lot of money. The first thing that you're going to need to do is set up your social media accounts and become a creator. Step number 1. Figure out who you are as a creator and no, nothing to do with OnlyFans. Who are you as a personality online? What are your interests? What are your hobbies? What are you wanting to show to the world? And it can't just be your booty. You need to have some sort of either skill or special interest, hobby, something that sets you apart from every other creator. Once you figure that out, step number 2 is creating content for your socials that have to do with that niche or brand. Like I said, this doesn't have to be anything super sexualized. It can just be some of the things that you're into. And we're all multifaceted people, so it doesn't have to be super niche down, but I do recommend maybe picking a few things that you're into that you want to talk about maybe a little bit more consistently. Step number 3 is do your research on marketing. What is working today? Because every single year, every single month, things are changing and there's new ways to put yourself out there and get yourself in front of the right people. I would recommend watching lots of YouTube videos about marketing, advertising, and anything like that. And it can be related to OnlyFans, but also I would recommend just looking at regular marketing and advertising videos that have nothing to do with OnlyFans. Number 5 is stay consistent. It is not going to come easy. This is not 2020. We are not in the pandemic anymore. It's a lot of hard work. So stay consistent, find a schedule that works for you, and post. Make sure it's quality content and think about how you can go viral, but also build community.
Y'all really think that that shit makes sense? Like, let's really think about it, right? Like, if you are someone that has 0 following, or better yet, you have like 1,000 followers, basically the goal would be to get at least 10 of those 1,000 to follow you on OF or whatever the case may be, right? And it's just like, 10 is not really going to sustain you unless you're charging your shit for like $100 a pop. But then, like, who's really going to buy that? Like, a lot of times you really have to think about what these people are selling to you, because a lot of times it doesn't really make any mathematical sense, right? A lot of people, especially when OF came through, were just like, oh, you can make so much money, and oh, you're going to get men paying for your this, and a lot harder than it looks. Okay, even with me, if I do not promote that I have a memberships, I ain't getting no members. If I don't promote that I have a Patreon, I'm not getting any patrons. Like, it's all about marketing. It's all about actually having an audience to market to. If you do not have anywhere to market anything to, more than likely you're not going to go anywhere unless you some way, somehow, by chance, go viral for doing something. And I think a lot of people miss that component, okay? And it's the point that I've been driving at this entire video. If you don't have an audience, you're not selling to anyone.
If you get into OnlyFans and you think that you're going to make millions of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars, you need to understand that you need to produce hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars worth of shit. Yeah. Because nobody's paying $1 million for pics. Right. Nobody's paying hundreds of thousands of dollars a year.
Or feet. Everyone thinks feet will sell, and I'm like, I don't have that many guys. My feet are not ugly. No. So if anyone wants to see my feet,
holler at your girl.
Yeah, it's like they're there, but like that's not where I make money. That's not how I'm able to like pay my bills.
I did OF and I regret it badly. I'm really outing myself here, but maybe this video will help some people. I did OF for about 3 months. I'm just going to tell you some things that might help you if you're considering doing it. I think a few things that you should consider first is, are you willing to put in the time to do this? Are you willing to be cringe, and also setting boundaries for yourself, because it's so easy to start getting some money and just going past what you're actually comfortable with. That Anna Paul and all these creators glamorize OnlyFans, and a lot of young girls think, oh, it's gonna be so easy to make money, but in reality, if you don't have a following, it's a fucking grind. You have to be all over all the social media platforms at all times. You have to be on Twitter, Reddit, TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat. You have to be talking to people on the actual app itself. So it is a full-time job in itself, and I was working at the time and I was struggling to fit it all into my day. So I think another thing would be to set time in the morning or the afternoon when you want to talk to people, because you want to make money and you just start getting, it starts getting out of control talking to people all day long.
Ladies with an OF, this is for you. If you have an OF, you know what I'm talking about. Good luck filing your taxes this year. I went to file mine yesterday. Boy, did that kick me in the ass. I had an idea that I'd be paying back in taxes, but I had no idea I was going to be paying that much. I wish you guys the best of luck, and I really hope you saved that money, because I just started, I was just mind blown at how much I had to pay back in taxes because of that. I'm not sure if you ladies knew, or guys, there's a bunch of guys that had it. I don't know if you guys know this, but with that website, you're not paying taxes. Like, it's a lot of money in the moment, but when you go to file taxes, complete opposite, 180, baby. You are not getting any money back.
Would you feel comfortable if your father was watching your OnlyFans and subscribing to it?
Probably not, no.
You would not feel comfortable, and I'll tell you why. That's because in your heart of hearts, in your soul, if you still got one, you know it's wrong. And I'll give you an example. That's your work. In my work, if my mother consumed my work, I'd be thankful and pleased that she took an interest in my work and supported my work. If she bought my products, I'd be thankful. If your mother or father bought your products, you'd be disgusted and ashamed, because you know what you're doing is wrong and the product of what you're doing is bad.
Let me just say this, right? I have no problem with people who do this content. I, again, have friends that do this type of content, and they know exactly how I feel about it. I think it's literally selling a piece of your soul that you cannot get back. It's different from working in a club. This sounds crazy, but like, I'd rather work in the club, if y'all know what I mean, than do an OF. Like, because I feel like at least there's no phones or cameras really allowed in there. It's something like you go there, you go home, and you're done. But when you're putting this stuff online, okay, when you are a corn star, it's different, because this stuff is everywhere. It's hard to pivot out of that. It's hard to find a relationship. Not everybody wants someone that has all of their unmentionables online. And it's funny because, you have these people trying to it's woman liberation, and no, the fuck it ain't. If you want to do that, but don't sit there and try to make it like a woman empowerment thing and try to act like it's something like, no, like, and it's crazy because most people I know in that industry are not proud of what they're doing. Like, most people I know that are in that industry had to do it at a means of necessity. Nowadays, there's so many people doing it to the point where it's like, it's like I hate to say it, but it's like a career choice that people just automatically decide to do. It's not like, oh, I have no money, I lost my car, I'm getting evicted, let me make an OF. And like, it's never that. And again, you have the choice to do whatever you want, but you have to accept those consequences. But you also have to understand it's not as easy as it looks, because there's a lot of broke OnlyFans models. I'm sorry to tell you, but you're not going to sell hundreds of thousands of dollars of your OF membership specifically because you're selling your booty. There's plenty of booty holes out there now. You're not that special. These people lied to you. Of course, we have Forex.
Why I tried my little day trading, and my very first bid, I lost all my money.
Just start off by saying Forex is real. Forex is a real market where you can make real money, and literally there are real people out there making a lot of money. Just like everything that I mentioned, there are real people out there really making money from everything that I mentioned. The problem is they make it seem like everybody could make the same money they're making, and that is so far from the truth, and it's absolutely disgusting, and it's extremely dangerous.
Y'all know that wave that everybody was on about 4 years ago when everybody was trading? And everybody was talking about they made hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars. Yeah, I was on it too. It was called Forex. I just seen a video, and this girl was like, y'all remember when everybody was trading Forex? Yeah, what happened to those people now? Because we don't see nobody posting about it. I don't know where all of them is at. I took some time off. I had a baby. But yeah, I very much so still trade to this day. I just don't post about it because I got tired of proving how much money I fucking had. Like a motherfucker look at me right now because my nails not done. They be like, oh, I thought you made $100,000 million. Why your nails not done? The whole time I'm about to go out of the country for 2 weeks, so I'm on a crusty cleanse. But I just got sick of trying to explain that. But yeah, I started trading when I was 17 years old. I made my first 6 figures from trading. I bought my first Mercedes. This is actually me the day that I got my Mercedes, all in cash, baby. Moved to Atlanta, all type of stuff. Paid for college, all type of stuff. Yeah, I just got tired of trying to prove my point to people, but I do have a whole YouTube dedicated to Forex, and they teach you like the beginning. I also have an ebook that's gonna give you all the secrets. It's called So You Wanna Trade. It's in my bio. And then I start influencing and doing other shit with my life as well. So I damn sure didn't want to spend my life convincing people to do something that I do on a daily basis, and it already makes me money. So I just stopped posting about it. I don't know.
Now, the thing is with Forex, just like with stocks and trading and all of that, is that it's an extremely volatile practice. Like, you have to genuinely know what you're doing, or you have to find someone that is truly making money in that space in order for you to make money. If not, I'm telling you right now, you're not going anywhere. But see, now you have a lot of these MLMs and these other businesses that's telling you, oh, pay $50, $100, $200, $500 a month, and you're going to copy this specific person's, track record or whatever, and you're going to get the same success. I just said the shit was volatile. Not everybody is going to get the same results. When you're investing money, okay, whether we're talking about crypto, stocks, bonds, Forex, expect to lose money. You may not lose a lot. You may not lose any. You may not lose whatever. But the point is, you have a real risk of losing money with doing these things. That's why people who are financially stable, who don't have much debt, are the ones that do this. Okay, people that have that extra money to lose. Regular people should not be doing Forex trading or anything like that, because you have a potential risk to lose money that you could have put towards your debt or towards something else that you truly, really needed. That supplemental income is something that people use when they're like, all right, you know what? I ain't got nothing to lose. But for a lot of us, we got a lot of shit to lose. We can't just be out here throwing this shit into the markets. So a lot of these people that are sitting here telling you, oh, just pay for this, and you're going to make a lot of money, I guarantee you, 10 out of 10, I can attest to this. It's a fucking scam. It's a lie. They're just trying to take your money.
Y'all keep saying y'all don't know what happened to them phony Forex frauds, but I can tell you it was all a scam. It was a Ponzi scam. Yes, Forex trading is an actual industry, but 90% of the people lose money. The people that were making money were literally recruiting more people to pay a consulting fee to join the Ponzi, and would say that your friends don't share your vision. If they don't want to join you, they don't share your vision. No, they just have more than 2 brain cells, and they knew that it was a Ponzi scheme, so they did not join. And the thing is, people were promising people millions of dollars, and typically recruiting and focusing on people that are just coming out of high school, really trying to figure it out, or people that wanted to make a little extra coin, just trying to figure it out. And they said, you know what? Just for a small fee of $300, we're going to show you the game. Look at this right here.
To teach you one of the largest money games in the world for
$300, and you can know everything about Forex. This guy is going to teach you some rudimentary fundamentals that are likely not going to help you when it comes to Forex trading, because it is such a volatile market. Remember, 90% of the people lose money. And then they get in your DMs and devalue you like, oh, I guess you don't want to make no money. No, I just don't want to join a scam. I just don't want to join a scheme. So that's what happened to them. They got 9 to 5s, or they picked up on something else like that Prime America stuff.
No one can follow anyone's blueprint and get this amount of money, because the markets are very unpredictable, especially right now in the United States with the way our government is set up right now. Ain't nobody investing in shit, and a lot of people who have invested are losing a fuck ton of money. Yeah, this video is already getting way too long, so stay tuned for part 2. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. If you guys want more content, please join my Patreon. Most notably, I just opened my channel membership, exclusive videos on there as well. Shout out to you if you've already joined, or most importantly, if you plan to join. Thank you so much in advance. Check out my other channels and peep the description box for everything you asked me about down below. With that being said, I'm gonna see y'all next time.